Alrighty, First Descendant's first season is out, and it's been out for like a couple days. And I just kind of wanted to go over my first impressions, kind of go over the invasion dungeons, Haley, and some other things. So I guess we'll just get into it. Starting off with the invasion dungeons, I've seen a lot of talk about these. I think there's some changes coming, like some nerfs for the dungeons because people found them to be too hard. Um, like if I were to give my honest opinion, I don't think they were too hard. I think there were some pain points. Like honestly, the most frustrating part about the entire dungeon process was the little platform you have to stand on to see the symbols you have to read. Make that platform like bigger, like twice as big or something, because the grapple hook is kind of finicky and like sometimes you can't just like grapple up to it. It's weird. But in terms of mechanics, I found them to be pretty enjoyable. Reading the colors, that's fine, basic stuff. The symbols where you have to like grab the gun, or no, you have to destroy the stuff on the pillars, read the symbols, and then pick the drone, and then like you get the gun to destroy the wall. That one was really fun. I like that one. And then the third one was like kill a bunch of enemies and like dunk the stuff into the machine. That's whatever typical stuff. I found the invasion dungeons to be pretty fun. And on top of that, there's also been a lot of discussion about the rewards you get for doing them, because there isn't really any actually aside from Haley's parts. So the thing is, once you get Haley, is there even a point to running them? And I would still say yes, because they give you a lot of gold, and they're just really like it's just like I think it's 1.3 mil gold, which is a lot. So, and that's like across like 4 missions. So you're looking at like 4 point or 5 mil at that point, I guess. So there's that. And of course, there's also like the seasonal like Ironheart particles you get to buff up your seasonal artifact. So there's some incentive, I guess, when you max out Haley, or you get Haley and then you max out your iron particles. There's not really a reason aside from if you want gold, or you just like dungeons like me. Maybe maybe a month later, I'll be like, dungeons are kind of boring now. I don't really want to do them anymore. I don't really have incentive. But right now, it's fine. I like them. They're also like buffing and nerfing stuff, so I'll let them do whatever they do. Obviously, a lot of people don't like the dungeons because they're too hard. The mechanics are too complex, which I don't agree with. The mechanics in the game are fine. I think people are just. I'm gonna be honest. I think people are just bad. That's my hot take, I guess. I think people are just bad at the game. They don't understand what red, blue, green means. They can't memorize 3 colors. I don't know. But speaking of like the artifact, most of the nodes are gonna be honest are pretty bad. They're not really. They're shit. They're terrible. The only good ones are the purple ones, and maybe a few of the yellow ones. The red ones, I thought they were gonna be really good, but the debuffs on them are like they like destroy you. Like they're not good. They are addressing that. They're buffing it. They're getting rid of the debuffs, which is really good because maybe I'll actually use them. But the purple ones are like insanely good. If you're like looking for a category to max out, get the purple ones, because they're just like they make you so much more tankier and they make you be able to do more stuff. They're just good. And then like some of the yellow ones help you do the mechanics more easier. So like the color mechanic, the yellow node for that one is that you take less damage while standing on the node. So like some of them are really good, but most of them are completely useless. So I do hope those get addressed. I know they're buffing like I think I said this already. I'm going in circles, so I'm just gonna cut it chase. I think these need to be better in general. That's just my opinion on them. I think most of them are not very good. Moving on to Haley though, she seems pretty good from people who just straight up bought her instead of grinding for her. She's been hitting insane numbers, like 20 mil a shot, because she has a 100% crit rate, and like she seems like she's taken over Lepic's burst like DPS for bosses, so she's gonna be insanely good. But in terms of like the grind, I don't have her yet. This is like my stuff for 3 days. The first day I didn't get gold. I just played the dungeons.
day 2 and 3 I got gold. So this is kind of my progress I got on her so far. She's gonna take a while. She's probably the hardest character to get in the game because she's time gated. Like she's not like the at least with like Ultimate Glay, her drops are like 6%, but I can like go out and grind them whenever I want and for as long as I want. Like if I want to like grind out Ultimate Glay for like 10 hours, I can go do that. With Haley, I do the 4 invasion missions, and that's all I can essentially do. You can go and do the certain like strikes to get parts, but the parts that you get is you get 1 from killing the boss. By the way, it's not just a monster, it's the boss. You get 1 part, and it's only 1, and it doesn't happen every single time you do the dungeon. It's a random chance, so it's really not worth it. It's only worth doing them in the invasion dungeons if you want to like save time. But in terms of like grinding her, so Haley seems good. When I get her, she looks fun. I'll play her. One thing I do like about the update though is how to grind out like the seasonal like artifact, the Ironheart thing. Instead of only being locked to the dungeons, you can also go to any of the locations and just do a set of challenges and get some progress there. I like it when updates not only give you new stuff, but they give you a reason to go back to old locations. I just think that's really healthy for the game. It gives you stuff to do in those old locations, and it's not just only play the new content and that's it. It's like, oh, you can go to Fortress, you can do some of the challenges, and also as well progress the new seasonal stuff. That is always chef's kiss. I love that. Luna also got 2 new mods. I only got 1 of them, but I did get like someone in my chat got it, and they showed me like how the speakers work. They seem pretty interesting. I'll definitely be doing a little showcase on them because they seem pretty cool. The speaker one, and then also honestly both her 2 mods are really good. So I'll definitely be looking at them. I only have 1 of them, so whenever I get the speaker one, I'll probably make a video on it. And then with new season comes a new battle pass. It's whatever. The only thing I don't like about the battle pass is the fact that the ultimate weapon I can only get 3 of, whereas if I want to enhance it fully, I need 5. So as a free player, I'm just getting I'm getting fucked. I'm getting screwed over. So like the weapon in the battle pass is a complete turnoff because I can never use it to its full extent unless I buy the battle pass, which is it's scummy. I don't like it. I hope they change it, but in terms of monetization, I don't think this is the one thing they will never push back on because it doesn't seem like they will. Like I don't think they'll or not push back. I guess the right word would be like budge. They're not gonna change anything about their monetization. So whatever weapon is in the battle pass, I'm never gonna care about. And I just hope like no battle pass weapon is ever really like crazy strong because that'll just be like, okay, what the fuck, you know? The supply coin stuff though, you know, that's good. I like that stuff. Volby and Bunny got stuff, which is like the 2 characters I play, so I'm happy. I think the stuff in it is really good too anyway, so that's my opinion on the battle pass. Finally, there's like the story that got added, or like lack thereof. It's kind of weird. The story in the base game was pretty bad, and the trend just follows. The story is pretty bad in the season 1. It's essentially like, oh, the enemy's invading us, but it's not like their main force. It's like Eamon's gamers, I guess. I don't know. So they're invading. They're trying to use like the new stuff to make like a weapon to like wipe us out because he thinks we're flawed and stuff. I don't know. It was a bit silly. It also doesn't help that like there's a bug where when you're like listening to Eamon on the radio, he's just like he's supposed to be there, I'm assuming, but he's not. It's weird. So like story still pretty bad, F tier. I don't know. Overall, I think season 1 is pretty fun because I'm still kind of I'm building up my descendants. I'm building weapons. I'm going for old stuff as well, along with the new stuff. So I'm still having fun. I'm enjoying it. With that being said, if you're not enjoying the first half of the season, you know they're addressing some stuff, and if those stuff don't hold you on, like you're not playing too much. There's still the mid-season update coming out in October 10th with the new boss, which I imagine is kind of like the big thing for that. There's also Ultimate Freyna. She'll probably come out with new mods. Haley will finally get her mods. It's weird she didn't launch with them, but she's getting them. And then there's also like the Freyna story. I think those like the big things that are coming out. So stuff to look forward to. I think it's gonna be good. So let me know what you guys thought about season 1 or think of season 1 for right now. Obviously, this is my first impressions. My opinions could change. Like I could like say, oh, dungeons get boring later on, but right now I'm enjoying them. I think mechanics are pretty enjoyable. And yeah, thanks for watching.